Today is finally the day that we're gonna be adding plants to our 75-gallon freshwater fish tank. This plant, so we have this. I'm gonna go fill up my bank account. More of this one. You can only see a few. So I have been saving up a lot because the plants are actually pretty expensive. I didn't plan to do this one today, but after our hiking trip, we decided to swing by the shop, just to walk around, and this is what happened.
Remember late nights cruising and wasn't nothing to it.
We just finished hiking, but we decided to stop by the pet shop, and there's a lot of plants here right now, so I think we're gonna buy some so we can get started planting our aquarium. They actually have a good selection right now, so we're gonna get as much as we can today. I know it's gonna be a series of adding plants on our tank. Every time we see a good one, we'll just keep adding. So yeah, let's go.
Taking up the shit, we about to make a movie. Pouring up a cup, we about to set the mood in the cup, rolling up something groovy. I get excited when you're not biased.
Yeah, so we bought 40 plants total. I know it's a lot. We'll figure it out later how we're gonna arrange it in the tank, but for now, let's go pay. Now we're coming back home with all these plants.
Swear you on the stage.
So I'm gonna lay out all the plants that we have here first. Once we have them all laid out, it's easy to pick which one's which. But actually first we need to set up our sprayer to keep them moist during the process. So we have this multi-purpose sprayer from Ortho that we got from Home Depot. We were gonna actually use this one for our house project, but we never got the chance. So I think this is gonna be the perfect time to use this one while we're planting the plants.
It's a Model 3 when I line switch. Still with all the niggas that I came with, ayy. Always going up, we don't know down.
I've never actually used this one before, so I know we have to pump this one first. And then there's some pressure now, and let's see. Oh, look. It's spraying. All we have to do is pump, and then once you have pressure build up, and then you can release pressure. That's how it sprays out. So we're ready, guys. Let's go.
So you got a new truck.
It's only 3 p.m. but it's getting dark now. Weather here in the island's really bad. If you guys could see, it's really gloomy and it's really windy. There's a storm that's about to come out soon, and it's been like this for a few days now. That's why having a fish tank is actually a good hobby during this period of time, because these are the things that you can just do inside the house. So now we're gonna lay out everything here, but let me grab a mat first so we don't create a lot of mess here. We're gonna take all the plants out of the bags, lay them all out here because it'll be easier for us to just keep planting. And at the same time, it's just easier to identify the background plants, the foreground plants, and things like that. So I'm not sure if we can keep them alive, but we'll just hope for the best.
I was standing outside waiting for you.
So now I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it from the bottom. So I think it'll be easier that way.
I was calling out your name, with my eyes on the wall.
Got most of the stem plants out now, and then we only have the cryptocorynes in the bag, which is the foreground plants that we have. There was not a lot of epiphytes when we got there, so most of the stuff we have here are the stem plants. So we're gonna start with the back first and then work our way to the front. So this is gonna be our plan of attack. I'm gonna try my best to draw out here, right? This is our driftwood. Let's say that's our driftwood. These are our rocks. So that's my drawing so far. So we're gonna start here in the back. So we're gonna plant here first, 1, 2. We're gonna have about this much space in the back anyway. Imagine that's our tank. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna work our way around. I'm gonna go try my best to get them in a way that I can maximize all the space. Because like what I said, we want this one to be super dense. We're gonna start with the red ones first. This one's a little clunked right now. I'm pretty sure this one's called a rotala. We have about 4 of this one, so we're gonna plant this one in the very center. Got all the red rotala inside already. So the next one we're gonna do are the greener rotala. I'm not even sure if it's a rotala, but we'll figure it out later.
I can't let them take my soul. Nah, nah, nah.
Now I'm debating which one we're gonna go for next. I think we're gonna go ahead and do this red thing here. Let me see what's this one's called. I think that one's called Amania. I'll double check later once I do this one on edit. This will be the last red ones we have. So we're gonna finish all the red ones and then the rest follows.
Nah, nah, no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul.
So now that we're done with the rotalas, which are the really tall stem plants, and the other red plants, we're gonna go ahead and do the next tall green one. So we're gonna go ahead with this one next. I'm not sure what kind of plant is this one. Like what I said, we'll check it out later.
Nah, 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 no. See, we was cool right before it hit the fist.
I only left about half-inch gap from each plant, so I'm not sure if that's enough space for the roots to grow. Moving forward, I think I'm gonna leave about 1 to 2 inch gap. I'm hoping I didn't mess up on the first ones. I actually figured out a trick. So once you put the plants straight with the tweezers, once you get into the substrate, you just shake it back and forth like that and you push it down. I just figured it out today. So the next one that we're gonna be planting are these ones right here. Again, I don't know which type of plant is this one, so we'll figure that one out later. But we have 3 of this thing. So this is the next tallest one before the rest.
But it hit the fan when I got him down and pinched. When I took a break, I had to leave and go get cleansed. God forgive me for all my sins.
This will be the next one. I think this one's called the water sprite. So we'll go with that one for now. We have 3 of this one.
Can't say these hoes, cause my last name ain't Kent. Cooking on the stove, that's the way he paid the rent.
This will be the next one. But my problem with this one is that if you guys could see the roots are kind of bad already. So I'm hoping that we can still grow these ones.
Working on the pole, that's the way she pays tuition. Better watch your soul, cause you know they trying to get.
So we're in the last part of the mid to background plants now. So we have 4 of this one. Again, I'm not sure how you call this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost there, guys. We're gonna spray them out real quick just to make sure they're not drying up.
Yeah, yeah. I learned my right from wrong on a song. I let my heart bleed on my sleeve through microphones. I'm trying to right my wrongs by writing out my wrongs. Ran through a check cause it's hard to live off bread alone. So if you see me slipping, yeah, let me know. Cause it ain't the end of times yet.
Now that we're done with all the stem plants, mid to background plants, we're only left with our cryptocorynes, which are the true foreground plants. We're gonna remove them from the pot, lay them out, and then go from there.
Yeah, he sets my body in motion. He knows how to turn things up.
So we have 3 undulata here. So cryptocoryne undulata. So we have 3 of those. We have 2 of the red Wendy. So we have two red Wendy. And then we have 1 bronze Wendy. So we have 6 total cryptocorynes. So I think 1 on each crack in the middle. So 1 here, and then 1 right here, and then 2 on that side, outboard of the big rock, and then 2 on the outboard of the big rock as well. So we're gonna still leave the center foreground empty. So we're gonna save that one for a really, really good plant. We're still gonna save a lot for the epiphytes that we can grow on the driftwood. The roots on these cryptocorynes are pretty good.
Yeah, he sets my body in motion. He knows how to turn things up. And he knows what gets me going. Yeah, like
We got all the cryptocorynes off the pot now, so I think we're ready.
a little text saying, hey, what's up? They look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us, thinking we are too much. Look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us.
I think our tank is looking pretty good right now, and we actually still have a lot of space to add more plants, and that's one thing we're gonna do for sure. So as you can see here, we have our cryptocorynes, and we have a blank space in the back that we can add more plants. The driftwoods are not even touched yet. We got our center foreground empty, so we have to find a really, really good plant for that. And same thing for this right side, so we have an empty space in the back as well. I think we did the right job making sure that everything is organized. It'll just be easier for us to add more plants every time we find a good one. Plants are very expensive, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to buy them all at once. And certain plants are not available every single time as well. So whenever you find a good one and a good deal, you just have to grab them. With this kind of setup, it's easy for us to go plant them. We already know that the back section, the center back section is already full. We're just gonna go outwards. We still have a lot of space for mid type of plants. Are not true foreground, but at the same time, not true background. So they're like in the middle, not super tall and they're not super short. And again, we have a lot of space for our epiphytes that we're gonna save for that one too. And then we have a lot of space for our, I think that's what we call the feature plants. So all the feature plants we have is gonna go in the center. So I think the only thing left now is to add some water.
I'm on top. See the guap, get the guap, that's a lot. Hit the gas, ain't no break.
I almost forgot. Before we add water, we're gonna add more of these root tabs first. So these are the root tabs from Seachem. So we're using this one just to make sure we have enough nutrients to make sure that the roots grow, especially now. We just planted them. All these roots are gonna be shocked with the new environment. This will help them grow. So hopefully none of these plants die. I know some plants, they die back, especially if they're coming from immersed to submerged or vice versa. But yeah, I just wanna make sure we're good with our substrate, so we're adding these flourish tabs. This one's actually smells so good. Looks like this, guys. We have about 10 of them and we're just gonna spread them close to the ones that we already planted.
Sound stop, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, at the top, see the top, I'm on top.
Alright guys, I think we're ready. We're using this water hose from Higer. This one's actually easy to use and this one has a lot of fittings, so it'll fit most of the faucets.
I lead the way.
I'm gonna add a couple of rocks on the driftwood because I just want to make sure that this driftwood stays on the ground and it doesn't float.
Body classy. Turn heads and causing traffic, you a baddie.
We're halfway there now. We're gonna add some Seachem Prime. This one removes chlorine and chloramine, detoxifies ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate.
Yeah, girl, you body bag 'em. Kill it. Imagine we get active. Let's get active. Fresh off the block, shawty.
So we got the tank filled up now. We got the two big rocks holding the driftwood temporarily. I tried to move the driftwood, this one right here, and I can feel that it's about to float. Good thing we had that in there. This one was okay, but we'll keep that rock in there. We'll keep it there for a little bit. So a closer look on our tank. The first red plants we planted on the back, they're right there, but they're not tall enough that you could see. But everything is looking okay right now. We can only see a few hints of red right now from the top. So I'm really hoping that those red Rotalas that we have will go really fast. So this is another side view of the back. So we have the cryptocorynes, we have an empty front, and then we have the cryptocorynes right here again on the side. And of course, the big rocks are making the driftwood look bad right now, but it's okay. We gotta have them in there. So I only got two things left right now. We're gonna add some flourish to help the growth of the plant. So this one you're gonna use once or twice a week. The second we're gonna use Flourish Advance. I think this one right here we're gonna daily dose. 1 capful for every 20 gallons. So we're gonna be putting 4 capfuls every day of this one.
One step.
Stimulate the growth of both roots and shoots in aquatic plants. So Seachem Flourish is the one we're gonna use weekly because this one's a supplement, and this one's the one we're gonna use daily because this one feels like they're vitamins. So since we're not gonna be using any CO2 on this tank, so we're gonna rely on Seachem Flourish. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Anyway guys, I hope that you like this video. I think on our next video we're gonna buy more plants, of course, especially the epiphytes, and then we're gonna add our first group of clean